So burst fire, tap fire, whatever you want to call it, it's an essential battlefield tactic that you must learn in some way, shape, or form. You can either master it or you can learn to become comfortable with it, but you're going to have to learn it. You're going to have to know it. It's battlefield because you can't just always go full auto in this game. You have to learn how to control your shots. You have to learn how to control your recoil, because that way, that's how you control the engagement. That is how Battlefield works. And that's how it's been working, as far as I've known, since Modern Combat, since Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. That's how it's been working. The guns in here are hard. Alright, they're difficult. You're going to have to practice. You're going to have to learn. So let's talk about burst fire. So for me, there's like 2 kinds, or maybe 3 kinds of burst fire. There's the the held down burst fire where you let off a burst. Or there's the tap fire where you just tap real fast, and there's the kind of long burst fire. I'm not talking about the burst fire where you change the selector level to like a 3-round burst or 2-round burst for different weapons. I'm talking about actually controlling the burst yourself. Like what you just saw in that shot when I killed that guy, I killed that guy because of burst fire. All of the shots in this video, for the most part, will be of me doing burst fire. But here's what burst fire does for you. It helps you to engage targets. It helps you to engage multiple targets. It saves you on ammo, especially when you're engaging multiple targets. It conserves ammo, but at the same time, sometimes there's no substitute for full auto. If a guy's up close, there's no substitute for full auto. You gotta spray him down. Don't try to burst fire people up close unless you have a weapon that's just not suited for full auto fire. Maybe like the FAMAS. You might want to burst fire people at 10-15 feet with the FAMAS. I'm not joking. But yeah, like I said, it helps to engage targets, to conserve ammo, and to engage multiple targets. It's easy to switch between targets when you're not losing control of your gun. And it also happens to work on vehicles. Like I demonstrated here by destroying this guy's map. Yeah, it works on vehicles and stupid snipers. Oh, stupid snipers. Stupid snipers. Yeah, it's almost required for new players and new weapons. Like once you pick up a new gun, something you're not used to, it's almost a prerequisite that you know how to burst fire or tap fire. Like you have to learn it. If you're a new player, you just got Battlefield, you're gonna have to get used to it, or you're just gonna keep getting eaten alive. And it's not like burst fire is the end all be all. It can be adjusted. It doesn't have to just be done one way. Oh, stupid snipers. Stupid snipers. But burst fire isn't just one way. It can be many ways. You can adjust in the middle of the burst. You can drag your aiming reticle around in the burst. Stupid snipers. Stupid snipers. You can take long bursts, short bursts. It depends on the weapon and your playstyle. And burst fire is all about how you want to engage the enemy, and it helps you to engage the enemy in a better way, on a more level playing field. It kind of gives you the advantage over them. Because if you don't learn how to do it, enemies will just keep doing it to you. And like I said before, the weapons in this game require some practice. They require some finesse. They're going to require you to put in time to learn the weapons. Especially the Scar H was one of the first weapons that I started with the engineer class that I really had to put in some time and work with. It just wasn't killing the guys until I started burst firing it correctly. That's just the truth. The weapons in this game require you to just put in some work. I mean, even though up close, there's no substitute for full auto fire. The weapons in this game are going to require you, for the most part, to put in work. This isn't Call of Duty. You can't just spray and kill somebody by mistake. Well, maybe with a PDW. But for the most part, with most weapons, the assault rifles, the carbines, the LMGs, you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to put in the work, get good with the weapon, and once you become good with the weapon, you will be amazing. It'll be like night and day when you look at yourself a month from playing the game and learning to burst fire than you were at the beginning. And some weapons, like once you understand them, once you really have mastered them, you understand their recoil patterns, you understand how to burst fire them, how to engage at different distances, they'll probably become overpowered in your eyes. They will. Once you, like the FAMAS for example, it got nerfed. Well, right now, if you practice with the FAMAS and you learn how to use it, it will become brutal. Like, I'm not joking. Once you can master that recoil pattern and how to use it, even though it's nerfed, it will become absolutely brutal because it kills so quickly. And like I said before, sometimes it's just no substitute for full auto. So with that said, burst fire is the shit. You need to know burst fire. This is Battlefield. This isn't just some game you can pick up and spray people down. You need to get good. That's the thing I like about this game. There's a learning curve. You have to put in the work, you have to practice, and you have to deserve to be at the top. You have to deserve to be the MVP. I get a lot of MVP medals. Not saying I'm the greatest, but you know, I practice, I go hard, and I get good with the weapons I'm good with. And most of the time, yeah, I deserve to be at the top. So as always, if you like this commentary, give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like this commentary, give it a thumbs down. Catch you later.